Yeah, tell them to walk faster. Something, I want to get wet. They better walk faster. They don't want my face to fall off. Walk faster. This is a long song. It's a race. Yeah. I know. Uh-oh. Just a second. You got enough horses?
see him. He's out there.
Okay, the Sling Studio says that you are, so that's why I'm confused. So you need me to move?
He's over there. You see it?
Good morning, class of 2024. A special welcome to our faculty, staff, honored guests, family, and friends. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate this class, the class of 2024. Just a program note as we begin today. If you are following along in your program, we are going to alter the order of things. We'll do everything, but in light of the potential weather this morning, we've reordered things. Just want to call your attention to that. And now let's begin with the invocation. Let us pray. Reforming Spirit, you called these Maroons, the class of 2024, to dear old Roanoke, to become the change they wanted to be and see in the world. Today we gather to mark the lives of distinction and purpose these Maroons have honed in their time with us. We are so thankful for their yes to Roanoke, for their curiosity, for their belief in us and in themselves, for in it all we have been transformed. Bless all those who have coached them to this day and surround them. And in the days ahead, may they come to see that dear old Roanoke has served them well. Amen. Please be seated.
Good morning, graduates, families, faculty, staff, alumni, friends, and distinguished guests. My name is Malin Courts, and I serve as the chairman of the college's Board of Trustees. I'm also a graduate of the class of 1992 and the parent of a recent graduate. On behalf of the board and Roanoke College alumni everywhere, it is my honor to welcome you as we celebrate the class of 2024. Every commencement is unique, but this one feels a little extra special. Class of 2024, the COVID class. You'll go down in the college's history for how you began your time as Maroons. But today we're here to celebrate the journey you've been on ever since. We're incredibly proud of how you've grown and all you've accomplished. You leave us confident, prepared, and ready for all the opportunities and curveballs the future holds. Congratulations. You're now part of a distinguished lineage of brave and determined Maroons to leave here with an exceptional education, a sense of purpose, and the potential to change the world. It's been this way for more than 180 years. One brilliant example I'd like to share with you is Mr. Kim Kusink, who graduated from Roanoke College 121 years ago as a member of the class of 1903. Mr. Kim was among the first delegations of Korean students to study in the United States. You may have noticed the historic marker dedicated to him right over there on Maxey Way. It may surprise you that in 1895, the New York Tribune called Roanoke College the educational headquarters for Koreans in this country, and that by 1903, we hosted more international students than any other college in the South. After graduation, Mr. Kim returned to Korea, where he became the leader of the Korean independence movement and served as foreign minister, ambassador, education minister, and later as vice president of the provisional government of the Republic of Korea. The impact of his legacy on international affairs is hard to overstate, and it all started with what he learned right here. For more than a decade, beginning in 1890, Korean diplomats attended the college's commencement ceremonies, a practice that ended in 1903, until today. I am honored to share that Kim Kusek's granddaughter, Kim Suk-ok, is here with us today, honoring her grandfather's legacy and celebrating the achievements of the class of 2024. Dr. Kim currently serves as the president of the Korean Provisional Government Memorial Foundation. We are also honored to welcome Consul Lee Gil-hin-un of the Embassy of the Republic of Korea and their guests. Thank you for joining us this special day. We are very grateful that you're here. Class of 2024, look at what you've accomplished. It was not easy, but it was worth it. As a COVID class, you faced uncertainty, and significant changes very rapidly. Significant change at a rapid pace can often lead to awkward execution, but you not only survived, you're better for it. Over the last 20 months, this campus has seen rapid change to make Roanoke College the best it can be, not only for the students of today, but also for the students for the future. There are new majors, new programs, new delivery methods, new schools, and new sports teams. It is a lot in 20 short months. This is an inspiring time in the life of the college. This board chair and board of trustees could not be more thankful for President Shushock's bold and innovative leadership and passionate commitment to our students and their families. But it takes a village. The Board of Trustees acknowledges and deeply appreciates the hard work and dedication of our faculty, our staff, and our cabinet. Class of 2024, whether you play on the international stage, start a business, chair a board, or serve a community, we know you will do great things. We believe in you. While you are leaving our campus today, don't stay away too long. As graduates, you are now members of the Roanoke College Alumni Association. If any of our more than 18,000 plus alumni are here today, please join me in welcoming the class of 2024. You will always be Maroons, and our college is on the move. Now, I'm pleased to introduce Roanoke College's 12th president, Frank Shushock Jr. Please join me in giving him a big Maroon welcome.
Just getting organized out here. You look terrific. Here we go. Oh, nice job. Nice job. Good morning, graduating seniors, families, friends, faculty, staff, and alumni. Before I begin, I'd like to recognize other members of our Board of Trustees who are here to celebrate with us today and offer a warm Roanoke College welcome to our esteemed guests from the Republic of Korea. Thank you for being here, and a special greeting to our honorary degree recipient, Dr. Robert Sandel, President of Virginia Western Community College, and his wife, Jane. We are absolutely delighted to welcome you to Roanoke College today. And as I've shared with President Sandel, there are 28 of you who matriculated from Virginia Western to Roanoke College who are graduating today. Now, a word for family members, coaches, teachers, friends, and guests, all different kinds of mentors. Thank you. Any difference any of us make in the world is almost always traceable to the influence of mentors who saw our potential before even we saw it ourselves. Mentors invested in you, challenged you, told you the hard truth sometimes, and reminded you that you are loved. And now, you've paid it forward to these graduates. They're here because of you. And we trust that these graduates are already in the process of paying forward your investment. And this, friends, is how good gets loose in the world. Now, to the class of 2024, you did it. Here we go. We are all so proud of you, really. I want to say a personal thank you for showing me the ropes when I arrived in 2022 and for the generous welcome and care that you've shown the entire Shushock family. And just recently, I lost my dad and was simply humbled by your kindness and care and compassion for me personally. In a note from one of you graduating today, you wrote, "To me, in the middle of your commitments and obligations, I encourage you to prioritize self-care and give yourself time to mourn. Surround yourself with loved ones who can provide you comfort and support at this trying time. Remember that it's okay to rely on people for support when you need it most. If there's anything I can do to support you, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'm here for you, whether you need a listening ear or a helpful hand," end quote. For me, this was emblematic of the kind of human beings you are. And let me assure you that your empathy and care for others will be a game changer for those who are surrounded by you, no matter where you land. I know this because it has already been a game changer for me personally. 4 years ago, most of you were getting ready to graduate from high school, a celebration 13 years in the making, worthy of all the pomp and circumstances, parties, hugs, and high fives your hard work had earned. But that's not how your story unfolded, is it? Thanks to a virus, which, like Harry Potter's nemesis, we shall not name. So to the families here today, you also missed that precious opportunity to celebrate an important milestone. I was in the same boat with you, with 2 of my own kids graduating, one from college and one from high school. So I want to pause now and let everyone soak in this moment. In fact, how about we all give ourselves a rowdy, gigantic standing ovation for arriving in this moment? Come on. Maroons, many of you have shared with me that you struggled your first year, particularly as you tried to make friends with people whom you only recognized from the eyes up. You engaged in clubs and activities while staying 6 feet apart and pursued a sense of belonging while quarantine and isolation loomed large. Quite the opposite of what a new student needs, expects, and deserves. I don't want to belabor the hardships, but my point is this. You have demonstrated remarkable courage and resilience. And I truly believe you're going to take the world by storm, investing, inventing, tackling huge problems, and strengthening just about everything in our culture. And I wish I could tell you that the world you are entering is less chaotic and uncertain than it was when you first arrived on campus. But I can't, and you wouldn't believe me anyway. Our country is divided, and distrust among groups seems to grow every single day. Gun violence, climate change, wealth disparity, racial reckonings, and devastating conflicts across the globe. Simply put, it's really tough out there. Nevertheless, I'm filled with hope that it can be different. I know it can be because walking alongside you and on your journey of becoming reminds us that we too can grow and change and imagine a different future. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The faculty and staff and alumni of Roanoke College, we believe that you truly are the change the world needs. So much about you is inspiring, but for now, allow me just to list 4 things that I have seen in you. Number 1, you are authentic and unapologetic about who you are. There is no stereotypical Roanoke College student. From what you wear to the color of your hair. I worked hard on that rhyme, people. Your interest and your beliefs, you are individuals. And every day I see you encourage others to show up fully and honestly on campus and in the world. And that brings me to number 2. You invest in each other. Let me give you an example. When friends or colleagues come to visit, I insist on taking them to lunch in the Commons, not for the food, though it's great, but for you. Every time guests are dumbfounded by what they see, tables full of students talking to each other, really talking to each other, and really listening. While you may not realize, this is truly unusual. It's hard to go anywhere these days without seeing people, even whole families, sitting around a table while each person scrolls silently on their phone. But not you. Which leads us to number 3. You are curious about people, places, and perspectives. This curiosity makes you open to new experiences, whether that's trying line dancing for the first time at the Shindig, studying abroad, or attending a lecture by a person with whom you might disagree. You know the value of asking good questions and understand that disagreeing can be the first step towards understanding. On to number 4. You care deeply about things bigger than yourselves, and you act on it. Whether it's spending hours in the county archive searching for names of enslaved people who were once forgotten, wading in Catawba Creek to study the impact of agriculture on biodiversity, working with NASA to build equipment that will help unlock the secrets of the universe, or any other many great projects, activities, and passions that you explore, you are committed to making a difference. And look how adaptable you are even in this very moment. See, you're like, no problem. In his book, The Art of Happiness, the Dalai Lama says empathy is the seed that grows into compassion, inspiring us to take action and make a positive difference in the world. Class of 2024, I believe that empathy is your superpower. We know that empathy drives humanity's most promising moments, those in which people are self-aware, curious about different perspectives, realities, or experiences, willing to listen without judgment or criticism, and keenly aware of our interconnectedness. Empathy is the foundation for democracy, for prosperity, for families, for peace, and for justice. But like your lunchtime conversations, empathy is not as common as you might think. In fact, studies have shown that levels of empathy and its related components have plummeted over the last 3 or 4 decades. But here's the great news. There's good evidence that our capacity for empathy is malleable with practice. You can get better at it. Like every human strength, from athletics to the arts, empathy requires attention, intention, and effort. It also creates a feedback loop. The stronger your empathy, the stronger your relationships, care, and curiosity, and vice versa. That means that you can get even better at it, and that as leaders, coworkers, friends, citizens, you can cultivate empathy in others. Class of 2024, that's how hope gets loose in the world. That's how you build a life of purpose. That's how you leave a legacy. That's why you are our superpower. So here we go. Not only did I almost take the book, I forgot to welcome Dean Kathy Wolf. At this time, I'd like to ask Dr. Kathy Wolf, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the College, to join me at the podium for the conferral of your degrees. Dean Wolf, where recognized graduates have earned the following degrees: the Master of Business Administration, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and the Bachelor of Business Administration.
All right, good morning. Will those candidates who have been approved for the degree of Master of Business Administration please stand and remain standing? All right. President Shushok, I have the honor of presenting to you Roanoke College's first class of students who have completed or are expected to complete by August all of the requirements for the degree of Master of Business Administration and have been recommended by the faculty for that degree.
Dean Wolf, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Roanoke College and the Commonwealth of Virginia, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Business Administration with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to that degree. Please move your tassels to the left to acknowledge your degree conferral. Congratulations to our inaugural MBA class.
Okay, you can be seated. Okay, will those candidates who have been approved for the degree of Bachelor of Arts please stand and remain standing? Look at all of you. President Shushok, I have the honor of presenting to you those students who have completed or are expected to complete by August all the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and have been recommended by the faculty for that degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Roanoke College and the Commonwealth of Virginia, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all rights, honors, and privileges and responsibilities pertaining to that degree. Please move your tassels to the left to acknowledge degree conferral. Congratulations, graduates.
Okay, please be seated, BAs. Will those candidates who have been approved for the degree of Bachelor of Science please stand and remain standing? President Shushok, I have the honor of presenting to you those students who have completed or are expected to complete by August all the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Science and have been recommended by the faculty for that degree.
Dean Wolf, by virtue of the authority invested me by the trustees of Roanoke College and the Commonwealth of Virginia, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to that degree. Please move your tassels to the left to acknowledge your degree conferral. Congratulations, graduates.
Okay, be seated, Bachelor of Science. Will those candidates who have been approved for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration please stand and remain standing? President Shushok, I have the honor of presenting to you those students who have completed or are expected to complete by August all the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration and have been recommended by the faculty for that degree.
Dean Wolf, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Roanoke College and the Commonwealth of Virginia, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to that degree. Please move your tassels to the left to acknowledge your degree conferral. Congratulations, graduates. Our deepest commitment and greatest hope for every student at Roanoke College is to prepare you to pursue lives of meaning and purpose, build meaningful careers, and meet the world's most pressing needs. Each year at Commencement, we have the opportunity to recognize extraordinary individuals whose lives and achievements demonstrate these values through the awarding of an honorary degree. I'd like to invite Dean Wolf and Chairman Courts to come forward to recognize this year's recipient.
Thank you, President Shushak. It is my distinct honor as Dean of the College to recognize Dr. Robert Sandell as our 2024 honorary degree recipient. Dr. Sandell, please come forward to be recognized. Dr. Robert Sandell is a native of Orangeburg, South Carolina. He earned a bachelor's degree from the Citadel, a master's degree from South Carolina State University, and a doctorate from the University of South Carolina. Dr. Sandell has been an educator for more than 50 years, and he has dedicated his career to serving community colleges. He previously served as president of Mountain Empire Community College in Big Stone Gap, Virginia, and became president of Virginia Western Community College in Roanoke, Virginia in 2001. An innovator, Dr. Sandell has transformed higher education in the region, expanding access, promoting workforce and economic development, fostering community engagement, and establishing regional partnerships, including a close collaboration with Roanoke College. In fall 2023, this shared mission and commitment to access, academic excellence, and student success became the foundation of the Rapid Maroons program, a joint venture that allows students accepted to Roanoke College to start their college careers at Virginia Western, experience a smooth transition, and ultimately graduate from Roanoke College. Dr. Sandell has been recognized for his vision and accomplishments, including being named Roanoke City's Citizen of the Year in 2013 and receiving the Roanoke-Blacksburg Technology Council's prestigious Ruby Award. He has chaired the Roanoke Regional Chamber of Commerce, the Pre-K Committee for Smart Beginnings, and the committee that developed Achieve 2015, the 6-year strategic plan for Virginia community colleges. He has also served as board president for the Roanoke Symphony Orchestra and for the Lewis Gale Medical Center, and he is currently serving as a trustee of the Friendship Health and Rehabilitation Center. Throughout his decades in education, Dr. Sandell has shown how a deep belief in the power of learning can transform lives and communities. Dr. Sandell and his wife Jane, a retired educator, are the parents of 4 children and have 11 grandchildren. President Shushak and Chairman Courts, for his life of learning, service, leadership, academic innovation, and regional development, and for his abiding friendship and support of Roanoke College, I am pleased to present to you Dr. Robert Sandell to receive the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the faculty of Roanoke College and the Board of Trustees of Roanoke College, I now confer upon you, Robert Sandell, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Thank you very much. Hey, wonderful. So proud. Thank you.
Congratulations.
I think you're next.
Bobby has long held Roanoke College in his heart. Time and time again, he has demonstrated a deep commitment to our institution's mutual success and, more importantly, the success of all students. On a more personal note, he has been a tremendous friend and support to me since I arrived, and I'm deeply grateful. I'm just thrilled that today he is officially a maroon.
I'm a maroon.
Come here, Bobby, come here. I want you to say, here we go. Let's see how they do.
Here we go.
Hey! Now for the main event, the presentation of diplomas to the class of 2024.
We will now present to you our 2024 graduates. They will be presented in the order in which they appear in the program. Master of Business Administration graduates, as the marshals direct you, please rise and come forward as your name is called. Yep. Very good. You all ready? Okay, MBA graduates, as the marshals direct you, come forward as your name is called. President Shushak, I present to you individually for their diplomas those students on whom you have just conferred the degree of Master of Business Administration. Elizabeth Ashley German Booth. Colin James Burns. Christian Steinhoff Buskirk. Joseph Cole Handley. Wyatt Keith Hartkey. Nicholas Parkin Lancaster. Zachary Shane Reynolds. Brent Weston Rittner. Rose Michelle Sandy. Davis Cole Wheeler. Hey, this concludes the Master of Business Administration degrees, our first ever at Roanoke College. Bachelor of Arts graduates, as the faculty marshals direct you, please rise and come forward as your name is called. President Shushak, I present to you individually for their diplomas those students on whom you have just conferred the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Jared Andrew Ackerman in absentia. Lily Ayton Adam, cum laude. Mehdi Vuyiya Agbo. Christian Lee Eckerberg, cum laude. Arlo Andre Alodi. Calvin Scott Anthony. Tyler Brandon Arnold, in absentia. Erin Victoria Arthur, cum laude. Michaela Joy Austin. Rosemarie Angelica Barnes Lilly. Brittany Nicole Barnett. Joseph Richard Benarchik. Lance Braden Beheeler, cum laude. Kay Cheyenne Belcher, summa cum laude. Jake Victor John Barretts. Mateo Julian Biggs. Lindsay Gray Blanchfield, magna cum laude. Delaney Page Boyce. Caroline Elizabeth Bowman, cum laude. Shanice Imani Bowser. Brianna Marie Brennan, in absentia. Julia Lefebvre Brown. Sydney Grace Brown, magna cum laude. Sage McKaylin Bullock. Haley Morgan Bulmer. Lily Elizabeth Burns, summa cum laude. Caitlin Annalise Campbell. Mary Margaret Carlson, magna cum laude. Camille Elise Carter, magna cum laude. Abby Jo Kaysen. Albert Joseph Cavagnaro, cum laude, in absentia. Ian Scott Chance. Andrew McKinley Chitwood, magna cum laude. Laura Nicole Silly, cum laude. Luke Paul Coburn, magna cum laude. Matthew Robert Coaches, cum laude. Julia Sybil Coe, magna cum laude. Maura Carolyn Conroy. Sophia Marie Contini, summa cum laude. L. Ray Crawford, cum laude. Mary Claiborne Creasy. Elizabeth Lee Damron, cum laude. Damon Sherrod Daniels. John Paul David Jr. Jacob Daniel Dellinger, magna cum laude. Lucas Henry Docking. Gregory Edward Dolan. Carlos Antonio Domacase. Michael Christopher Donnelly, Jr. Emma Christian Durand, magna cum laude. Hannah Michelle Eves. Madison Rose Filson. Cameron Todd Fredette. Skylar Avion Fry. Charlotte Price Gaston. Autumn Michelle Goff, magna cum laude. Kirsten Grace Gowers. Jack Robert Graves, cum laude. Virginia Claire Graves, magna cum laude. Samantha Paige Gravette. Samantha Kaylin Green. Elizabeth Geneva Gray, in absentia. Deanna Brooke Grossi, cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Guanti. Erica Michelle Guerra. Ellie Blue Ryan Gherkin. Madeline Ray Hall. Emmy Anae Hampton. Gianna Nicole Hannum, summa cum laude. Lily Faith Harmison, summa cum laude. Tess Marie Harrington, cum laude. Madison Renee Harris, cum laude. Melissa Lynn Hatfield. Nicholas Aaron Hayes. Madison Laurel Holbert, magna cum laude. Emma Grace Holly. Isabella Grace Holman. Kaylin Nicole Hoover. Ashton Reese Howard. Rebecca Catherine Hughes. Marissa Ariel Hutchison. Isaiah Allen Jacobs. John Edward Jakubczyk, summa cum laude, in absentia. Noah Michael Jarrett. Elizabeth Marie Kaminsky. Lauren Nicole Keel. Namaya Ebony Kelton. Joseph Stefano Kenny. Lindsay Joy Keys. Logan Marie Kinkema. Caroline Helen Kivior, in absentia. Maxwell Edward Cook, magna cum laude. Alice Caroline Crean. Elizabeth Christine Kroll, cum laude. Claire Ailish Cutso. Haley Nicole LaRufa, summa cum laude. Ethan Patrick Lawrence. George Frederick Layton III, cum laude. Gabrielle Josephine LaRossi, cum laude. Eric Larson Livingston, in absentia. Grace Marie Loftus, magna cum laude. Chelsea Lynn Lopes, magna cum laude. Aubrey Paige Lynch, cum laude. Tierney O'Neill Maloney. Sierra Olivia Mangum. Natalie Renee Mason, cum laude. Zain Maher Masri. Tracy Lynn Mayhew. Cameron Allen McDonald, summa cum laude. Daniel Christopher McDonough, cum laude. Riley Elizabeth McLean. Tessa Keefe McMillan, magna cum laude. Robert Gardner Meeks. Adele Rachel Mengadot, summa cum laude. Michael Nicholas Mihalas. Trevor Dane Moore. Rebecca Jane Moorman. Chase Donovan Morgan. Samantha Clark Murphy, cum laude. Caroline Matheson Nowell, magna cum laude. Morgan Weiss O'Neill, cum laude. Chase Austin Oberg, in absentia. Megan Alexandra Onafree, summa cum laude. Isabella Reese Owen, magna cum laude. Caroline Marie Painter. Callie Danielle Parrish, cum laude. Natalie Alyssa Paul. We're pausing just for a medical emergency, so we'll resume shortly. Students, as you're getting seated, if you've already received your diploma and walked, it doesn't matter what order you sit in. So don't worry about your chair.
I want to thank you all for your understanding in this moment, and I invite you to join me as we offer a word of prayer for our beloved Maroon, who's in need of some medical attention at this time. So let's take a moment and bow our heads. Gracious and loving God, all life is precious. And so we thank you for those who are committed to responding to those in need. And so first we pray for our beloved Maroon, who's on the way to get the medical attention she needs. We pray for her family and friends. As this time of celebration has turned to time of concern, we pray that your peace be with them and that you would surround them with your healing angels. And so now help us as we return to this day to mark these milestones of the class of 2024. For all these things, we give you thanks. Amen.
And can I just say to the students, thank you so much for alerting us, mobilizing to help one another. You are amazing. Okay, we're going to resume. James Kinsler Phelps. Jacob Glenn Phillips, cum laude. Taylor Camille Poole. McKenna Elizabeth Prilliman, summa cum laude. Jordan Lindsay Rearick. Reagan Elizabeth Refke. Catherine Grace Robinson. Morgan Allen Robinson. Julia Lauren Romano. Alyssa Leanne Rose, cum laude. Khalees Lachey Rouse, cum laude. Malik Tijan Yuvani Sala. Jessica Anaí Salvador. Caroline Lois Santilli. Jack Christian Santomero. Pardon me, my pages are wet, and I am turning them very carefully so I can still read names. Maybe. They are falling apart. Okay. Okay. Molly Elizabeth Shearer. John Wallace Schultz, summa cum laude. Michaela Catherine C. John Lay Selby. Matthew Preston Shea, cum laude. Mia Emily Shelton. Avery Elizabeth Shirley. Austin Wayne Shively, magna cum laude. Gurleen Kaur Singh, cum laude. Madison Elizabeth Lee Smith, cum laude. Jocelyn Elise Snader, cum laude. Anna Rose Stafford, cum laude. Sarah Kang Stoffer. Casey Nicole Steele. Owen Charles Steen. Ethan Paul Stevenson, summa cum laude and salutatorian. Kimberly Rose Stokes. Brandy Christine Suggs. James Gray Suleiman, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Anthony James Sullivan. Sean David Swenson. Zachary Ryan Thornhill, magna cum laude. Joseph Nicholas Tunn, magna cum laude. Julia Anne Marie Tassoni. Peyton Reed Townsend, magna cum laude. Connor Lockwood Van Orden. Kara Nicole Veely. Sydney Ellen Wagner, summa cum laude. Ethan Patrick Walker. Christopher Noah Walton, magna cum laude. Tori Michelle Weed, magna cum laude. Zachary Anderson White, cum laude. James Wyatt Whitlow. Avery Madison Wolf. Flores Feng Wu, magna cum laude. Nicholas Alexander Young. This concludes the Bachelor of Arts degrees. Bachelor of Science graduates, as the marshals direct you, rise and come forward as your name is called. President Shushok, I present to you individually for their diplomas these students on whom you have just conferred the degree of Bachelor of Science. Olivia Suzanne Aaron, cum laude. William Jackson Abdi. Abdullah Isam Abduhalek. Andrew Michael Adams. David Jean Adams III. Ariel Morgan Agner, summa cum laude. Laurel Wood Alderman, cum laude. Alexandra Sunshine Anderson, cum laude, in absentia. Christina Jennifer Aucoin. Elizabeth Caroline Bain. Eva Mae Barnes, cum laude. Emma Grace Joni Barnett. Olivia Reagan Bean. Amanda Lynn Beard, summa cum laude. Sean Matthew Beardsley, cum laude. Madeline Marie Bergeron, cum laude. Jessica McKinley Billingsley. Connor Patrick Bitts. Elena Grace Blosser. Brennan Nicholas Bosk. Marguerite Janine Boston. Emma Marie Bradbury. Lindsay Marie Bradenfeld, in absentia. Olivia Ann Brichter. Kira Paige Burgoyne. Parker Channing Burke, cum laude, in absentia. Madison Elizabeth Burnett. Michael McLaughlin Calvert, cum laude. Marissa Ann Campana, cum laude. Kaylee Ann Campbell. Talia Marianne Cartafalsa, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Alan Imanol Castellan Mamani. Emma Marie Chamberlain, cum laude. Caitlin Rochelle Collier. Ellington Thomas Cook, cum laude. Ashley Summer Curtis, cum laude. Taylor Ann Darling. Jordan Victoria DeFava. Joshua James Dion. Ryan Alexander Doss, cum laude. Paige Catherine Duncan, in absentia. Victoria Paige Duncan, magna cum laude. Sierra Nicole Fadley, magna cum laude, in absentia. Victoria Lee Falb. Hallie Elizabeth Fernstrom, cum laude. Edwin Harris Fort, magna cum laude. Ryan Jackson Fouts. Grace Ann Fowler. Gabriella Virginia Fox. Olivia Grace Furrow. Bailey Catherine Gallagher. Taylor Ann Gallick, cum laude. Haley Noelani Gamble, magna cum laude. Eliana Patricia Glover, magna cum laude. Noah Thomas Goad. Andrew Joseph Goodridge. Grace Jillian Hall. Madison Laurel Hall, magna cum laude. Ainsley Nicole Harris, summa cum laude. Nicole Marie Harrison, cum laude. Connor Harold Hart, magna cum laude. Huda Hashash, magna cum laude. Elijah Blake Hayes. Dennis William Hepworth, magna cum laude. Timothy William Hofstetter. Catherine Evelyn Houle. In absentia. Robert Andrew Hoy. Olivia Madison Hurley, magna cum laude. Noah Austin Isaacs, magna cum laude. Matthew Robert Jaries. Adler Page Jenkins. Lucas Aiden Kammerman. Haley Rose Keene, summa cum laude. Hope cum laude. Sean William Kennedy, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Zachary J. King. Zachary David Kriebel, magna cum laude. Anna Grace Lane, magna cum laude. Jasmine Michelle Laramie, cum laude. Ainsley Jacqueline Lederer, magna cum laude. Taylor Matthew Lewis. Elijah Maurice Lotharp. Kara Denise Martin. Kelsey Paige Martin, in absentia. Casey Nicole McGirt. Reagan Nicole Middleton, summa cum laude. Catherine Rose Mitkos, cum laude. Scott Ryan Muller, in absentia. Megan Colleen Murphy, cum laude. Elizabeth Danielle Newmiller. Caitlin Nganha Nguyen. Ethan Scott Nichols, magna cum laude. Kayla Marie Norton, cum laude. Fadzai Gracious Nyarogwe, magna cum laude. Marlon Gabriela Oriana Paz. Cyrus Thomas Pace. Austin Brian Parker. Ethan Randall Parker. Haley Christine Patterson, in absentia. Olivia Ann Phelps. Carson Davis Petrozinski. Hannah Leith Plime, cum laude. Lillian May Proctor. Alexis Gwen Ratcliffe. Christopher Brian Resendiz, magna cum laude. Jessica Megan Ree, cum laude. Spencer William Rhodes. Shaylin Victoria Richards. Sean Patrick Rushka. Madison Lynn Rose. Cole Edwin Ruark. Edward Francis Regalski, summa cum laude. Shane Matthew Saunders, cum laude. Tanvi Savarkar, cum laude. Brian Alexander Schwenk, magna cum laude. Robert Logan Spate. William Connor Spate. Łukasz Andrzej Staszuk. Davin James Stevenson, magna cum laude. Madeline Grace Stopkowski. Christopher William Suezo. Rebecca Emily Sullivan, magna cum laude. Nora Jane Terrell. Erin Joy Trost, magna cum laude. Kira Marie Taronis. Lindsay Madeline Twining. Elise Catherine Upright, magna cum laude. Emma Grace Valcor, cum laude. Grace Lauren Vernarelli. Jonathan Michael Wall. Jodianne Calissa Natalie Walters. Emily Michelle Wasser. Mary Warren Whitaker. Nicholas Alexander Witt, cum laude. Darren Jamal Wolfark. Peyton Rosemarie Wright. Nicholas William Years. Amari Michelle Yerby. Jameson Theodore Young, cum laude. Jordan Alexander Young. This concludes the Bachelor of Science graduates. So Bachelor of Business Administration graduates, as the marshals direct you, rise and come forward as your name is called. President Shushok, I present to you individually for their diplomas those students on whom you have just conferred the degree Bachelor of Business Administration. Emily Marie Arrington. Dylan Thomas Burke, in absentia. Aiden Brenner Bishop. Morgan Ray Baumhart. Madeline Fraser Boyd. Benjamin Joseph Brannick. Jack Wilson Brestol, magna cum laude. Virginia Lee Bowles Carden, in absentia. Nathan Michael Carey, magna cum laude, in absentia. Kylie Nicole Chickering, summa cum laude. Morgan Mackenzie Clark, magna cum laude. Tiernan Lodge Connor, cum laude. Caitlin Nicole Craghead, magna cum laude. Kevin David Cruz Nolasco, cum laude. Trent Matthew Dawson, cum laude. John Thomas Deneen Jr. Webb Lofton Drescher. James Henry Edelton. Louis Christopher Edwards, cum laude. John Louis Etzler VI, summa cum laude, in absentia. Samuel Quinn Evans. Braden Wayne Farrell. Jordan David Fiorani, magna cum laude, in absentia. Paige Elizabeth Fisher, cum laude. John Thomas Fry III. Jack Ambler Gladden, cum laude. James Davis Green. Enrique Antonio Grialva. Joshua Michael Grossman, cum laude. Jacob Wallace Harvey. Gabriel Basilio Salomon Hende, magna cum laude, in absentia. Lauren Elizabeth Hoffman. Jonathan Parker Keene, cum laude. Carl Kevin Kuzmirchuk, summa cum laude. Justin Miles Kuthen. Clara Elizabeth Larrabee. Riley Denton Lindbeck. Raj Rosendo Lopez Fuentes. Kathleen Mary Lochran, magna cum laude. Benjamin Riley McLeod. Christopher Jack Marshall, in absentia. Margaret Kerrigan McFillin, summa cum laude. Jared Dwayne McIntyre. Thomas Brannon McEwen. Dana Mae Meyer. Oratile Tiro Moeng, in absentia. Julie Marie Morris, cum laude. Zoe Lucille Nichols, magna cum laude. Ethan Paul Palaskis. Hanish Dilip Patel. Jay Upendra Patel. Timothy Patrick Patterson. Mary Catherine O'Neill Petroselli. Nehemiah John Pettis. Judson Riley Powell. Carolyn Ann Prevette, magna cum laude. Brendan Kyle Reber, cum laude. Jonathan Rockwell Rossi, magna cum laude. Colby Jonathan Roy. Casey Nicole Sarmiento. Hannah Renee Shea. Colette Ann Sparks. Grace Marie Taylor. Matthew Andrew Tharp. Nicholas Ray Tuttle. Alan John Twitty Jr. Catherine Haley Vaughn, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Leonard Sethman von Heil III. Madison Renee Walton. Grant Harrison Webster, in absentia. Brady Joseph Wilden. Richard Howie Williamson III, cum laude. Jacob Alvin Wynn. That concludes our Bachelor of Business Administration graduates. One more big congratulations to the entire class of 2024. Okay, now we get to hear from some amazing students. You don't want to miss it. Maroons work hard at all they do, from classes, clubs, and sports to friendship. President Shushok has referred to Roanoke College as a friendship factory, and I think he's right. Today we recognize 5 students whose hard work has led them to the top of their class academically. This year we have 4 valedictorians and 1 salutatorian. Our salutatorian is graduating with a 3.992 GPA, while valedictorians are students graduating with a 4.0 GPA. Our salutatorian this year is Ethan Stevenson, who should stand, please. Ethan is from Apex, North Carolina. He is a double major in economics and political science. A member of the honors program, he has served as president of RC Pride and the Roanoke College chapter of Omicron Delta Kappa, the Leadership Honor Society. Ethan also was treasurer of the Public Affairs Society and the Board Game Club. For his honors distinction project, Ethan worked with professors Alice Cassens, Michael Enns, Michelle Hagedorn, and Mike Smith to create an accurate, educational, and fun board game called Retire. I Need to Learn It, to teach people about retirement. Ethan plans to work as a financial services associate at First Citizens Bank after graduation. Congratulations, Ethan. Now I'd like to recognize our valedictorians and invite each of them to the podium to speak. First, we'll have Sean Kennedy. I'll read while they walk. Sean Kennedy is an actuarial science major from Houston, Texas, with a minor in economics and concentrations in finance, sports analytics, and statistics. He has not only been an academic standout, but also a stellar student athlete as a member of the men's lacrosse team during his 4 years at Roanoke. Sean has been very involved on campus as a brother of Sigma Chi, an officer for the Roanoke Fly Fishing Club, and a member of the STAT crew, the Economics Undergraduate Reading Group, and the Student Athletic Advisory Committee. He is also a member of Alpha Lambda Delta, Omicron Delta Epsilon, and Pi Mu Epsilon. Sean will work as an internal sales analyst for PIMCO, an investment management firm in Austin, Texas, after graduation. Congratulations, Sean. Come on up.
Thank you for that great introduction. It is an honor to be speaking to you all today, and I just want to take the time to say thank you to everyone who's helped me during my 4 years here. First, I want to thank the Lord above for blessing me and leading me here to Roanoke. Next, I want to thank all my current and former teammates and coaches for pushing me to be the best person I can possibly be. I want to thank all my teachers and professors who've guided me during my academic career and have brought me here. To the brothers of Sigma Chi, thank you for providing me with so many great memories and for helping me decompress from the stresses of school and lacrosse. I want to thank Tara, Miss Shelby, Steve, John, Miss Betty, and everyone else from Commons who has kept me fed and has always been kind to me over the past 4 years. I also want to say thank you to Gary for all the work that he does up at EC, which often goes unnoticed. To the Urbanics and the Rucks, thank you for always being there for me. You've treated me like family, and you've helped me feel at home despite being over 1,000 miles away from my family. Now I want to thank all my friends that I've made over the past 4 years. I will never forget all the times we have had together, and I will cherish the memories that we have made. Thank you for supporting me, even if that meant I couldn't hang out with you all the time. I want to give a special thank you to my friend R.T. Williamson, who doubted I would be here today, but was supporting me regardless throughout the entire time. Lastly, I want to say thank you to my family. Mom, Dad, Katie Mae, you all mean the world to me, and I cannot begin to express how much I love each of you. I'm beyond blessed to have you in my life, and I'm so grateful that you allowed me to come to Virginia to further my education, to pursue my dream of playing collegiate lacrosse. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sean, for starting us off. Next, we will hear from James Suleiman. James is a double major in sociology and criminal justice from Taylor, South Carolina, with a double minor in psychology and Spanish. James has worked as a wellness peer educator and as a research assistant for associate professor.
Thank you very much. Like Sean, I just wanted to start off by thanking all of my family, friends, coworkers, and employers, all of the Roanoke College professors and staff, and community members near and far. Every single day for the past 4 years, so many people have thoroughly and unconditionally loved me, supported me, mentored me, challenged me, and believed in me. And I don't know where I would be without you all. I'd also like to express my gratitude for all of the little beautiful moments that I experienced at Roanoke College. As a student, it is so easy to be stressed all the time, to obsess over the next essay or the next meeting or the next paycheck. But 1 year from now or 5 years or 10 years from now, I'm not going to remember all those assignments or meetings or the money. No, I'm going to remember the little things. I'll remember when one of my professors gave us 15 minutes to take a photo of our favorite spot on campus. And I clambered onto the roof of Bast and took a picture of the mountains with the cotton ball clouds and the flowering trees below. And I told myself, I'm so lucky that I'm surrounded by so much beauty here. I'll think about my friend who taught me how to brew strong coffee and chase after birds and enjoy long, leisurely strolls without a purpose. I'll relive summers full of ice cream and water guns and hiking and ice skating, and I'll remember playing hide and seek for hours in West Hall with my service fraternity. Maybe I'll even recall my friends watching SpongeBob with me to cheer me up when I was feeling sad and disappointed one day. And I could go on for hours, but the point is that I know that each and every one of you experienced these little moments of joy and relaxation sometime at Roanoke College. And as you move on to the next chapters of your lives, I hope that you treasure these moments. I hope that you remember your favorite spot on campus. I hope that you think about the majestic mountains and the noble trees here. I hope that you cherish all of the advice and encouragement and the love that you received throughout your 4 years. I hope that you learn to find joy in the mundane, and I hope that you know that the time that you enjoyed wasting was not wasted time. I hope that you made lifelong friends and meaningful connections, and I know that you will make plenty more in the future. So congratulations, and thank you to Class of 2024.
Thank you so much, James. Finally, we will hear together from Talia Cartafalsa and Catherine Vaughn, so I'm going to talk about them both and then let them come on up. Talia Cartafalsa is a double major in chemistry and environmental studies from Massapequa, New York. She is a member of the honors program, served as the Environment Center Summer Scholar for 2 years, and worked as a subject tutor. Talia has been heavily involved in research while at Roanoke, working closely with Dr. Chelsea Peters, Assistant Professor of Environmental Studies, on research related to hydrology and ecosystem restoration. After graduation, Talia is headed to Old Dominion University for a doctoral program in oceanography, where she'll be working in a lab focused on coastal environmental chemistry. Congratulations, Talia. And Catherine Vaughn is a business administration major from right here in Salem, Virginia, with a minor in economics and a concentration in global business. She is also a member of the honors program, serving as both social coordinator and president throughout her time in the program. Catherine has worked as a subject tutor, is a founding member and president of Women in Economics, and a member of the Academic Integrity Council, Econ Lab Research Group, Undergraduate Econ Reading Group, Collegiate Entrepreneurs Organization, Omicron Delta Kappa, and many other academic honor societies for business and economics. And Catherine, just yesterday, accepted an analyst position with the Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond and says she wants to do work that has a positive impact on the community, no matter how small. So Talia, Catherine, take it away.
Picture this. You have just arrived in London for your British and Irish theatre May term with Dr. Nelson Barre. You've been summoned to his Tube crash course. For those of you who don't know, the Tube is the subway system in London. First thing in the morning. The subway ride goes well. You make it to your destination, but on the way out of the station, the elevator that you are inside of comes to a screeching halt and alarms start blaring. You are trapped.
Now, those of you listening to a story like this might be feeling anxious, but rest assured that we were not, because we had each other.
Okay, we need to give them some context.
I met Catherine the very first day on campus, basically, of our freshman year because we were in the same orientation group. I remember her wearing a pretty green floral mask, back when we were all wearing those, sitting in the back of the classroom, and kind of randomly thinking to myself, I'm going to be friends with that girl.
I also met Talia on our very first day of freshman year because we were in the same orientation group. I don't remember what she was wearing, but I do remember thinking, wow, New York is a long way away.
4 years later, 3 years of being roommates, and having visited 6 countries together, we now have the honor of sharing our valedictory address together.
We even found out over a year into knowing each other that our families have a long history of friendship going back to my grandmother and Talia's great aunt in high school. My father and Talia's aunt were friends in high school as well, and even now we have cousins at Andrew Lewis Middle School who are friends. And we did not know any of this before we got to know each other. Even though we come from completely different places, we were meant to be friends, and I can think of no better way to close out our time at Roanoke College than together.
I think most people come to college hoping to find friends, something they'd like to study, a place where they fit in. As a senior in high school during the COVID-19 pandemic, as I'm sure everyone else sitting in front of me was feeling, I dreamed that Roanoke College would be a place that I'd fall in love with, that I'd find community at, and that I'd never want to leave. In our case, though, we've not only found all of those things, but we've also found family. On that topic, I'd like to thank the entire community that I've built here. I firmly believe that every professor that I've been taught by at this college has positively impacted my life in some way. So to all of you, thank you. My 2 advisors specifically, Dr. Brenzovich and Dr. Peters, you have especially been some of the most important people in my life over the past 4 years. I cannot thank you enough for your support, guidance, and knowledge. To Bobby, Marissa, Samuel, and Jackie, I always look forward to visiting you in Roanoke growing up. But getting to live here and spend time with you regularly has been invaluable. Thank you for opening your homes to me and for all of your love. And to my parents and Connor, You have always been nothing but supportive of me in all of my academic and life endeavors, and I thank you profoundly for that.
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17 says that as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. I know this is true because so many people, all of you in fact, sharpen me every day.
You gotta stop. I'm gonna cry.
Thank you to the honors program, including Dr. Brenzovich. To the entire business and economics department, you have opened up a world of opportunity for me, and I especially thank my advisor, Dr. Hagedorn, and my unofficial advisor, Dr. Cassins. I thank my parents and Patrick and Julia for supporting me as I've grown, including coming to hear me speak in the rain. Thank you to anyone and everyone who has ever done anything for Roanoke College. Given a word of advice or encouragement, a few dollars, maybe an hour of your time or years of your life. Because you paved the way for serendipitous moments like these. And lastly, I am grateful to God for his everlasting love and the gift of peace in each new day.
I hope that if any of you ever find yourself stuck in an elevator, it's with your best friend. We did make it out pretty quickly, by the way.
Congratulations to the Roanoke College class of 2024.
We will miss you.
Was that amazing? Oh, now, please, will all of the faculty and staff of Roanoke College and all retired faculty and staff who are here, please stand as you are able. Faculty and staff. It is with great pride that I present to you the staff and faculty of our college, who together provide remarkable and steadfast support to our students, nurturing them and encouraging them to reach their potential and find their purpose. Please join me in thanking them for their work. Thank you. You can all sit. Each year, the Roanoke College Board of Trustees presents medals of recognition to tenured faculty members of retirement age who have worked at the college for at least 15 years before retiring. The medals carry the name of Simon Carson Wells, who was the first faculty member of record when Roanoke College was chartered as a four-year college in 1853. Today's recipients have taught many of the graduates here today. So faculty members, please stand when I call your name. They received their medals earlier this morning. This year's medal recipients are Dr. Roland Mitten, Professor of Mathematics. Dr. Mitten has taught at the college for 38 years, covering more than 50 different courses in the catalog. He has written books on calculus and sports math and served as the department chair and developed new programs at the college in actuarial science and sports analytics. He is well known for creating and sponsoring the Stat Crew, in which students conduct statistical analysis of Roanoke College teams. We are happy that he will continue this work with students after retirement. Thank you so much, Dr. Mitten. Dr. Joshua Rubengoya, Professor of Public Affairs. Dr. Rubengoya has taught at the college for 33 years, offering courses in comparative politics, human rights policy, and global political economy. A scholar of democratization and development, he directed the Model UN group at Roanoke for most of his time at the college and has been recognized by students as an outstanding faculty advisor and faculty leader. Thanks, Joshua. And Dr. Lynn Talbot, Professor of Spanish. Dr. Talbot has taught at the college for 37 years, offering courses in Spanish language, literature, and culture, as well as well-known travel courses in Spain. Lynn is a scholar of 20th century Spanish literature. She has chaired the Modern Languages Department, directed the Student Honorary Society, served on numerous faculty governance committees, and has won an exemplary teaching award. Dr. Talbot, thank you for your time at Roanoke College. Although medals are reserved for retiring tenured faculty of retirement age, I want to also recognize today Dr. Ken McGraw, who has taught literature in the English and Communication Studies Department for 15 years. If he is here, would you stand, Ken? Dr. James Peterson, who is retiring from Roanoke's Religion and Philosophy Department after spending 13 years teaching Christian ethics and directing the Benny Center for Religion and Society. Professor Iris Myers is retiring from the Modern Languages Department, where she taught Spanish courses for 27 years and coordinated language placement in the Language Lab. And finally, Professor Claire Staniunas is retiring from the Math, Computer Science, and Physics Department after developing and teaching mathematics and statistics courses for 28 years. Please join me in congratulating all of our retirees who have enriched the college immeasurably with 176 years of combined service. Thank you. And while it takes a whole community to stage a commencement, I want to give a special shout out to Chief Faculty Marshal Sharon Gibbs and Coordinator of Academic Operations, Susan Rambo, who are the Commencement Orchestra conductors. Thank you. Once again, congratulations to the graduates of Roanoke College class of 2024. We are so, so proud of you. We will conclude our commencement exercises with the Roanoke College alma mater, a benediction, and a brief farewell from President Shushak. So please stay in your seats until the faculty marshals release each section. Afterwards, we hope you will join us to celebrate and have light refreshments on the back quad.
Deep in our hearts, a flame is softly burning. Deep in our thoughts, the memories are returning. Bells that are ringing, choirs that are singing, bring back the joys that we have known. Learning to live and loving as we're learning, seeking to find the truths for which we're yearning. Years come and go, but we'll always know that dear old Roanoke served us well. To live once more here in these hallowed halls, to know once again all the joys that we used to know. Someday the winter of life will pass before us, then we'll remember the place that proudly bore us. Then we'll remember alma mater. Then we'll remember thee.
Class of 2024, as your classes and grading are now complete, may you strive toward excellence in all you commit to. As the speeches conclude, may your voices rise up calling for justice and peace in the world. As the fanfares cease, may your life sing joy, even in the dark and lonely places. As the applause quiets, may you celebrate and lift up those around you. As you commence today, may your achievements grow and cause growth in others. And may we all know the overwhelming blessings of the one who inspires faith, hope, and love. Amen. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Now, this is literally what it means when we say, here we go. Yeah, oh, that was even better than I thought. This is what it's all about. You come here to prepare in your process of becoming, and then to go out and to serve in the name of Roanoke College and all the hopes and dreams that you have, that you've been dreaming about since you've been here. So, when you say Maroons, you're cheering on your colleagues, your friends, the people who you've been here with and become with. So here we go. Maroons. Here we go. Maroons. Here we go. Maroons. Well done, class of 24. It's time to celebrate.
Yeah, we probably should have.